Hi everyone, welcome to the Practical Gardener. You can see these beautiful flowers in front of me. These are phlox, something that I've grown for the first time this year from seeds. So there's an interesting story behind the seeding and planting of this pot. So I had planted the seeds of both Gaillardia and phlox in the same pot. So this was back in August, on the 1st of August. I had got these whole bunch of seeds from Amazon, and I had planted, I think there were about 30 or 40 different varieties of blooming plants in there. And I didn't want to use 40 pots, so that's why I had in some cases planted two different types of seeds in the same pot. So as this plant grew, I assumed it was Gaillardia because I had never grown phlox in the past. I had grown Gaillardia before, and the initial leaves do look very similar, right? So, and as the clusters came up as well, I was all set to have this bright orange colored Gaillardias blooming, and suddenly I find this white buds on the cluster. And then I realized it's phlox. Initially there was just one bloom. And I was like, okay, this is okay. This doesn't look all that great. But then in the next couple of days, this whole bunch has made me fall in love with this plants. And look at this combination. This is the pink with the white center. And that's when I started researching on these lovely plants. And I realized that they are really popular. And probably I had just been introduced to them recently. Okay, so today we are going to talk about phlox. I'm not an expert on these plants. I'm also experimenting and I'm also growing them for the first time. But I have done some research on this. So whatever I'm telling you today is based on what I have read and what are some of the videos that I have seen. So, but do your due diligence and research as well. But so far they are blooming for me, so I must be doing something right. So let me just give you a little bit of information about this. Now, phlox originally come from North America. In fact, they are considered to be a wildflower in North America. They came into England from Americas and then spread all across Europe and then the rest of the world. Okay, so they are not very popular in India because they are not indigenous to India. But having said that, now these seeds are mostly available. I haven't seen phlox plants in any nursery in Bangalore at least. But you get seeds very readily available online. Any kind of an online nursery website will have phlox seeds for you. If you're looking to grow something from seeds, this is a great and rewarding plant to grow. So I planted the seeds on the 1st of August and it's taken them a little bit more than a month and a half to bloom, and they are beautiful plants, right? So the term phlox itself comes from a Greek term called the flame, and apparently it's because they come in these beautiful colors, bright colors. And I have the white and pink here. I probably will be surprised with some other colors because they were an assorted phlox variety and there are a lot more bunches waiting to bloom. There are a variety of colors right from white to blue to purples and pinks and lavenders. So they are grown very popularly as hedge plants. There are about more than 60 odd species of phlox available. You have tall phlox varieties, you have the short or dwarf miniature varieties, as well as the creeping varieties, like the way you would have in geraniums. In the American gardens, they are normally grown either as hedge plants or they are grown as flowers in window baskets. Now, phlox have a very distinct life cycle. So they are quite drought tolerant. At the same time, they are winter hardy as well. What that means is that they can come back year after year. Even in very cold regions, because they have these rhizomes that develop under the soil, and they can propagate through rhizomes as well. So seeds is one way to propagate them. You can propagate them from rhizomes. You can even stem propagate them. based on the research that I have done. Because once the temperatures go down, typically the entire plant goes down, but the rhizome is still alive. And when the temperature slowly rises, that's when these rhizomes give rise to new plants and new growth. And then these are summer bloomers, which means that throughout summer and almost through the entire year, they can bloom till the temperatures really go down. Okay, so that way they are quite rewarding plants because these are perennials. The other thing that I really like about them is, unlike say morning glory or most other flowering plants which bloom in the morning and kind of fade away by evening, these are long lasting. The blooms are pretty long lasting and they bloom in clusters like this. Now the cluster of a phlox is called a panicle, and that's where the name, Latin name of phlox comes from as well. It is called Phlox paniculata. And this cluster, right, this whole thing is called a panicle of a phlox. Now a panicle might have multiple blooms, and these blooms again grow in different clusters. So this one here has 2 clusters. I think this was the first one to bloom, and then the others followed, and the entire cluster is slowly coming to life. And what's so interesting is not all the blooms bloom together. If you look at an Ixora or any other plant, typically the entire cluster blooms together, right? Here you have you have so many blooming, you still have at least 3 or 4 buds at different stages of bloom. So the entire cluster will bloom and it will look beautiful. So here concentrating on this pink one as well. So you can see there is a new panicle here. Similarly, there's a panicle here, and there are enough buds on this panicle as well. So the entire cluster will bloom and look beautiful. In terms of soil, these like a very well draining soil. So keep the soil loose and moist. Don't let the soil dry. They do like bright light. Okay, you can also grow them in full sun, but of course avoid the midday sun and afternoon sun if possible. But morning sun is perfectly fine with this, even if it is full sun. In terms of fertilizing, they are heavy feeders, so do give them, even when you grow them right in the pot, do give them some good fertilizer or a slow release fertilizer, so that they are kept fertilized and they are kept happy through the season. There are too many plants in this because I grew them from seeds. Probably once I'm a little more comfortable with these, I will propagate them into different pots because I'm absolutely in love with these. I have not been exposed to phlox before. They are not very popular plants this side of the world, nor were they very popular in Mangalore where I'm from. So I haven't ever grown this in my garden before. So very interesting, and I'm glad to have discovered a plant like this. So phlox, a beautiful plant to grow, grows in these lovely clusters called panicles, has lovely evergreen and very delicate foliage as well, and comes in a variety of colors, 60 native species and a lot of hybrids as well. If you find them, do grow them from seeds. If you don't find them in a nursery, because the seeds are readily available, do grow them from seeds. And as I get to know more about this, as I grow these, I'm going to probably make another video to tell you more based on my experience. But this is something I wanted to share with all of you. That's why this video. All right, signing off now. Thank you. Bye.